19.8% copper grades. Right. Just wanted to wait 30 seconds in case there was any ASX delivery there to take that headline away from me again. But ladies and gentlemen, Pat Williams is my name. It's a pleasure to be here today. I'm as happy as a dog with two tails because I actually have two really good tales to tell you today. If I can work out how to advance. Sorry. Our company consists of two assets that we brought to the market in September last year. We worked on these assets as a private company for almost 7 years, significantly de-risking them so that we could hit the public market with the confidence and the momentum to give you the results that we're starting to see come to the market today. Our two projects, the Diane project in the Northern Minerals Province, northwest of Cairns, and the Osprey project in the world-recognised Mount Isa Mineral Province. We're kicking goals on both of these projects, and I look forward to explaining in quite some detail what we've achieved, where we're sitting right now, and what we've done since listing in September. Okay, sorry about the technology. Is there something that's all right. I can say 19.8% copper grade again if you want, just while we wait. But so where we sit right now with both of these projects, and it's our job today as a newly listed business to really put the time and effort into explaining what we have in this outstanding proposition with Revolver. The Diane project. We've done a lot in a small amount of time since listing. We've completed multiple phases of exploration on site from October through to March, through the wet season, trying conditions, and we've kicked a lot of goals. Diane is a triple whammy project, multi-commodity, high grade, and with a completely overlooked adjoining mineralisation system that represents a significant scale right from the get-go. It sits on top of granted mining leases, and it is very much, and with half-ounce gold lying on the surface nearby as well, it represents for us a very large upscale opportunity that we're at the beginning of the journey of, and we look forward to taking further steps. Our project Osprey in the Mount Isa Mineral Province, we've had this project in our portfolio for a number of years, 7 years in fact. We've completed significant amounts of work, and what we haven't done a good job of explaining is we are sitting with results that illustrate that we're inside an IOCG alteration system already. So we're sitting on the precipice of some really amazing progress with that project as well. So our business has momentum. We have a number of phases of work underway. We've got more assay results next week. I joined the team on site next up at Diane for a downhole EM program followed by a surface EM program. And sometime around the June-July timeframe, we'll be bringing to the market our initial resource estimate for the Diane project. Thank you. We're a newly listed business. September last year was our IPO. We've enjoyed really good solid support and we appreciate that. Our market cap at the moment circa $80 million, and importantly we're a tightly held business. More than 60%, or roughly 60%, is locked up for quite a period of time. So we're on the journey, we're heavily invested, and we look forward to delivering more outstanding results as we progress forward. Okay. All right. At Revolver, we're really in the game of solving the copper shortage. We're not here to just poke holes in the ground. I'm not a geologist. I don't get any great enjoyment out of drilling holes for the sake of it. We're here to solve a market opportunity. How are we going to get this synced? Am I just going to wave at you or something, or... I'm not going to stand here and lecture people on what we fundamentally understand. %19.8%. Right, good. Okay, how do I go back now? Anyway, look, I've got that. The issue on the previous slide, and I'm not here to kind of wax and wane about, commodity supply and demand. The simple reality is, yes, there is a demand. It's undeniable. Any scenario that we look at talks about a huge growing copper demand. What's really important from an industry point of view is to understand the diminishing supply. Supply is running out. So that's the compounding effect here. The industry needs more discoveries. We have 2 projects in world-class jurisdictions, in world-class circumstances in this country, and that's really part of the compounding opportunity that we're looking forward to. Let's talk a bit about Diane. Diane has history, and accidentally, or perhaps because we haven't done a clear enough articulation, we are not here to pick over the scraps of what others chose to leave behind. The Diane operation was mined in the late 70s, early 80s, a small amount of time, very high grade, near surface, massive sulphide. It was a direct ship ore circumstance. They walked away. Copper price was less than 50 cents a pound. There was still an ore body there. And as we've found, there's a completely massive adjacent ore body that was just completely overlooked. So we're not picking through the scraps of what others couldn't make money out of. We are here to capitalise on what was not properly understood. So let's have a look at the work that we've done so far. So we completed our raising. We raised $12.7 million. One of the first activities was to re-drill because with nearly 9,000 metres of historic drilling going back to the 1960s, not a lot of that was able to be brought forward for the basis of mineral resource estimates with the JORC criteria. So we were faced with the fact of having to re-drill again what was previously drilled. We kind of knew what was there. We've assembled a team around us, some of the smartest kids in the room, the brightest and the best, and they've managed to bring forward 6,000 out of 9,000 of those drill metres so that we basically didn't have to spend that money again. So a fantastic piece of technical work. We've had recognition from our resource geologists that we can use those drill metres. So in the first 9 steps of work with Diane, we've just covered the first 3. So we kind of, at the 11th hour, threw our initial drill program out the window and got straight into exploration drilling. So that was a significant piece of work that's given us a very big step forward, both in time frame, with project achievement, and with our bank account as well. So looking at what we've released and what we've brought to market, late last week we were very proud to put some results out, and I think I've said 19.8% copper grade, I think I've said that. But we've got a triple whammy here at Diane because we have clear evidence of an open, massive sulphide mineralisation system, some exceptional bonanza grade type material. Please visit the booth out there because not a lot of people get to see and touch 20% copper, but we've got some sticks out there that I think put into perspective just the richness of what we're dealing with there. So we've certainly quantified that, and we have more drill holes coming. So 9 drill holes came out last week. We've got another 8 next week. The 17-hole program, as I said, it wasn't re-drilling what we knew because we got the free kick with all of that good, smart technical work. 15 out of 17 of our drill holes were to pick up with the future exploration. Okay, and in those 17 drill holes, 13 out of 17 struck significant mineralisation. So the picture that we're hearing and seeing live is the fact that there's a lot more to give out of this baby than was previously understood. So I'd like to introduce a more universal definition of shape and size, and let's call it the football field, okay? So, you know, people talk about things open and, you know, lengths and grades. I don't want to do that. Okay, so what we've got here in two cross sections is the results of what we see underground. So firstly, in the top image, we've got the massive sulphide system. So we're open both at depth and along strike. So more of those bonanza grades, we fully expect to see those. We've got 10 holes cased ready for the program of work that starts next week. And that's specifically designed to look for off-hole conductors in the massive sulphide type mineralisation. The image on the bottom is what I want to get back to the football field analogy for. So there's a region of mineralisation that abuts the massive sulphide zone. It's at surface, it contains grade continuously, and the current surface footprint of that's defined by drilling that we've done is 130 metres by 220 metres. So again, without bamboozling people with numbers, that's 3 football fields in size. So we've got a land mass bigger than 3 rugby league football fields of previously unidentified mineralisation that sits right up against, at surface, the massive sulphide zone. So again, we're happier than a dog with 2 tails at the moment. So taking that one step further and sticking with the universal dimension of football fields, another series of work that we've managed to fit in between October and now has been a regional rock chip sampling. And as I said before in the highlights, we've got 1/2 ounce gold sitting in outcrop on the surface. But with the results that we've achieved from the rock chip sampling and the assays that confirm both the multi-commodity and the continuous mineralisation, we've an area of 500 metres by 240 metres. And again, that's 17 football fields in size. So we've established a mineralisation footprint that far exceeds what anyone, you know, thought existed. And for anyone that had the perception that, you know, Diane's had its day, it's finished, you know, they're just picking through the scraps, couldn't be further from the truth. On its own, you know, this project is certainly something worth getting on, but another scope of work that we completed in fairly trying conditions in December and January was a comprehensive IP program. So 12 kilometres of lines through mountain goat country. And we've got ourselves even stepping out further from the historic mining area, outside of the 17 football fields of proven mineralisation. Even outboard of that, we still have a very target-rich, conductor-rich environment. These opportunities here sitting in front of us at Diane are completely taking us by surprise in a very good way. So we have momentum. We certainly have work in place. In the next few weeks, we've got the remaining drill hole assays coming out. You know, the majority of those will still contain more good grades, good mineralisation, and a larger footprint. So we'll be going from 3 football fields to 4 or 5, ideally in size, so that surface mineralisation is growing, it's encouraging. Multiple phases of EM work underway, and in the middle of the year we'll certainly be finishing with our resource estimate. Just want to finish before I move on to Osprey quickly, but the size of the prize here at Diane, we have established and proven petrology, laboratory work. We have a massive sulphide system that we're chasing here. The likes of DeGrussa and Golden Grove, that's the size of the prize. They occur in camps, clusters, and we need to be systematic and strategic about how we explore for those. So the field work, the drilling, the geophysics, the analysis, the assay, more geophysics, more drilling, it's a repetitive process, and we're certainly on the way, and we're looking forward to kicking some goals there. I'm quickly racing down the time here. Project Osprey. We've probably done a poor job in not giving it the profile it deserves. We're in elephant country, we're looking for elephants, and we can see the tail of an elephant. over the 7-year period, we have done a significant amount of work ourselves. Nearly 5,000 drill metres, lots of geophysics, lots of work. What we have proven, what we have right in front of us now, even based on our own work, is proven evidence of an IOCG alteration system. So we are as happy as kids in a candy store that we have this information. We've not actioned it as quickly as we could because we had a lot of work to do at Diane to catch up on what wasn't known, but we've submitted over 500 samples to the laboratory in the last 2 weeks of what will further define for us the basic geochemistry, the rare earths and the gold, to give us the vectoring to help us take to the field later on in this year and drill some more holes. So I'll wrap up because I'm done. Thank you very much for your time today, and please stop by and have a look at the 19.8% grade copper sticks and have a talk to us about the business. Thank you very much.